We're live.
Great. This is Dive Bar Comedy. I'm Wild Joe, and that was Carol Newell putting us live in Facebook, live streaming at the Dive Bar Comedy page on Facebook. So let's go around and meet our comics tonight. What?
Our song first.
Oh, let's do our theme song.
Yay!
Join on. See, they'll see we're live.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
I wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Uncensored. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that puts me in the mood. We were just talking about the Valley. We have shows in the Valley. We have the first Friday of the month at Witches Brew on Parthenia. That's in North Hills in the San Fernando Valley, 818. And then we also have the last Tuesday of every month at Liquid Zoo, which is on Sepulveda in Van Nuys. So if you guys are in the LA area, check out our show schedule. If you're in the Valley, come to one of those shows, or you can come down to Berkshire House, LA, or Lotus Lounge for our other shows. So we're doing shows about once a week, and it's been a lot of fun, right, Mista See? What do you think, Mista See?
Yeah, no, I love it and whatnot. We've been doing this for a while now, so I mean, it's the regular experience and whatnot. It's starting to be so consistent. I'll be shocked nights when it's not a show. Like I was expecting that to run out in the streets tonight. I was like, oh shit, I got to shower, get dressed. I was like, oh wait, no, I don't. So I couldn't be happy.
And I love Tuesday. I love that we chose our night to be Tuesday. We have one Friday show, but for the most part, it's Tuesdays. And that's Dive Bar Comedy's night, and we are sticking to it. All right, Carol, what kind of shows you got going on lately?
I got shows in different area because I got every Wednesday except for tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be at Berkshire House, you guys, for the Comedy Convicts. Come out for that. We have 25-cent hot wings. Actually, you can get a lot of different flavors. They don't have to be hot, but 25-cent wings, you can't beat that anywhere in Los Angeles, and they're delicious. So I'll be at Berkshire House tomorrow. On Saturday, I'll be back at the Baja Grill. Next Wednesday, I will be at the Attitude Lounge in Beverly Hills. And then, of course, I will be wherever Dive Bar is every Tuesday. So that's going on. And I got other stuff in the works. So yeah, good times. Check me out, The World's Best Laugh, my page. You can see all the schedule and all the shows.
Cool, Carol. And you've really moved up in the world since you were just in the parks and the parking lots all throughout the pandemic.
Yes, all my shows have ceilings. Yay!
So I have yet to see some of these great venues, but I got to check out Carol's shows as well, because she's lighting up LA with her fire lineups. All right, let's see who else we got. Tom Myers, I think you're introduced through Carol, your first time on the show, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've actually worked on with Carol a number of times, never in person, unfortunately, but always on the World's Best Laugh shows. I've done a few of those, had a good time on them. They're the rooms may be virtual and people might be sort of knocking virtual comedy in favor of live comedy now, but I tell you what, for those of us, comics who by nature are antisocial, just staying in our own houses is a lot better, because I mean you can do stuff on Zoom comedy that you can't do live anymore. Like,
And the parking is great.
like and you can also do stuff like forego putting on pants,
There you go.
So it's like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit,
Mm-mm-mm.
why bother?
I was just thinking
Exactly.
today, there's always in this age of Zoom, there's always one person who makes a joke about not having pants in every meeting, and that's you, Tom Myers. So can't wait to hear what other jokes you got. So where are you? You're out on the East Coast. Where are you right now?
I am in the lovely city of Baltimore, Maryland, where everyone is upset that The Wire is not a PBS documentary. And if you think my joke about not putting on pants is something, strap in and grab your popcorn. That's all I can
Okay,
say.
so Tom, how's the stand-up scene in Maryland, and how are you finding yourself fitting in out there?
The stand-up scene here is great. I mean, if it's not super competitive like New York or LA or even Chicago to a certain extent. In terms, so it's really great in terms of wanting to do rooms, because like we're only like about 45 minutes away from DC. So you have two major cities, with DC being sort of the political capital of the country, obviously. I mean, there's a lot of stuff for, a lot of political satire comes out of DC, which is also fun. In terms of how I find myself in the community, there's some venues where I'm still allowed to perform, and any advantage, any opportunity for stage time, locally, I always take it.
Cool. Well, we have a couple people in LA who are always banned as well. Usually it's for taking off their clothes on stage. So it'll be interesting to see what you do. All right, welcome to the show, Tom.
Thank you.
Let's see. We've got a regular and one of our favorites, Caroline Langford.
And I'm not the one that was taking my clothes off on stage, was I?
No, but so I haven't seen you out. I haven't seen you out on stage anywhere lately, Caroline. So are you banned? What's going on?
No, I'm still bloody well stuck in it. People say to me, you're so worried about germs, yet you sit at home chain smoking. You're not worried about what the cigarettes are doing to you. And I say, no, I'm bloody well not.
Well, so have you ventured out of your house?
I did once. It was a scary experience. Well, I did go to perform, and I kept my mask on the whole time. I took it off for a 5-minute set, and I must say it was wonderful after 2 years to have audience. But then after that, I left, and I spent 10 days worrying what I've caught. Of course I didn't, but I said, is it worth the anxiety that I go through? It's not easy.
Where was the show? Where was the show?
Flappers. No, sorry.
Oh.
No, not Flappers, a comedy chateau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there was tons of people there, and no one was wearing masks.
Yeah.
Have you been
Yeah,
out
the
lately in the
fun of
last
going
week
out,
or
the
so?
excitement of going out is really fun, but then there's the fear of catching something. Used to be
I have a
only sex
question.
that you could catch something.
I wish.
Question?
Yes.
Yes. Have you been out in the last week or so?
No, why?
Oh, okay. You're gonna freak the fuck out. Nobody's wearing a goddamn mask.
I know, and that's
Nobody. The motherfuckers looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like a fucking idiot. So you were freaked out before. You're about to really fuck
yeah.
out.
I mean, no one is, and
They changed the rules. they changed the rules. They said you don't have to wear a mask anymore. So
Just
No,
they
because
can't
it-
take you in
I'm
grocery
wearing one.
stores or anywhere except for the doctor.
Now
I
you got
think
me
that
worried.
fan,
Okay,
that
got me
fan
worried.
calls it the COVID chateau or something like that. What a reference.
I survived it though, because they say you've got to be like 15 minutes. Then I did 5 in germs. So, and every time they were laughing, instead of feeling good, they're laughing at me. I'm thinking,
Oh,
laughing puts
They're
out even
spreading.
more virus. Yes, yes.
mhm.
It
That
was-
takes
and-
dying on stage to a whole new level.
Exactly, and I'm not in the mood for that right now.
Wow. Well, for whatever reason, I heard the COVID numbers are down, and that's why they're letting us go mask free out in public. So
Because people are
I don't
testing
know.
at home. They're not testing in the sites. So, and people that test at
Mhm.
home don't report it. So obviously the numbers are down. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I will go out probably by the year. What are we now? 2022, maybe by 2030.
well, we have some dirty dive bar shows coming up if you want to perform in the valley.
If
And,
if I suddenly turn up, you'll think something's wrong with me. Like she's gone insane. What do you mean she's turned up?
oh boy.
Oh,
Well,
exactly.
all right. Well, at least you had your experience. You had your experience. You didn't catch anything. And then you said you even had experience of house guests coming and bringing COVID to your house. And you
Well, yeah,
didn't
but
catch
I
it.
didn't allow them in the house. I only saw them in the garden because they say outside we're okay. And from a distance, and let me just say, this wasn't guests. This was my daughter who I hadn't seen in 3.5 years.
Oh boy.
But she knows what her mother's like, and she was very good. And we had some very nice times in the garden.
Were you mask free in the garden?
I was, but I mean, I didn't, I don't take that 6-foot rule. For me, it's got to be 60-foot rule, It was like, how are you, darling? It was like that. I met her
Wow.
boyfriend and, for the first time.
Yeah.
God knows his impression of me.
Well, was he cute?
Very cute, but he's 6'5".
Wow.
I'm 5'2". So it's a good thing I wasn't standing next to him because I might be looking at something I don't want to see.
Wow. So he's a big fella.
A
Big fella.
big fellow, yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, we
Oh,
do
too.
miss seeing you out in real life. I love the video we have from 2019. I have a great video of you doing a dive bar show. And I've been clipping together the dive bar comedy sizzle reel, and you may very well find yourself famous on the dive bar comedy.
Oh, that's excellent. And it will be so nostalgic, the good old days.
Aw, yep. All right, Caroline. Well, welcome to the show. Let's see who else we got tonight. Miguel Fierro,
What's up? What's up, people? What's up?
another
up, you
Carol
eight?
Newell person. You came from Carol Newell, right?
Yep.
Yes, I came out of her. I'm her son. Yeah, I have a Mexican dad. It's a long story. It's been a long.
And where are you located?
I'm in between Koreatown and downtown. Remember the Taint neighborhood that I'm in? I'm in
Los Angeles.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm in LA. Yeah. I'm in,
cool.
it's called Rampart Village. They gave it that name to make it seem more classy, but it's really just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, nonsense. Just garbage.
Have you been doing any shows?
A little bit. I'm doing one tomorrow, Thursday night. I'm hosting a show out in Pasadena. I was running a show for a while outdoors, but then I got a job. I was running an outdoor show on Monday afternoons, and it was kind of fun. It's definitely a pandemic type thing though, running an outdoor show on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Something that you would do when you were like, if you're trying to while away the summer until school starts again in the new year when you're a kid, it's kind of, we've all been in this second adolescence here, with
Mhm.
better TV.
Yeah, much better TV for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So you're getting out once in a while.
Yeah.
And back to the scene.
Yes, I get out once in a while. Sorry, it just sounds a little sad. I get out I talk to people. Sometimes they talk back to me. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow. Well,
And
next
I
time
can
you'll
also
have
talk
to
my
come.
cat.
You'll have to come to one of our real life shows
Yeah.
because
yeah.
we're always going to the bars near you. So
I'm triple vaxxed and I've had COVID, so I'm good to go.
You.
BA2, not even worried about it. It's a variant of a variant.
confidence. I
Bring
like
it,
that
bring it.
confidence.
Bring it.
All right, Miguel. Well, cool. Well, welcome to the show. And let's keep it moving. Who we got here? Ian Lasky.
Hey.
Hi, Ian.
Hey.
You're another Carol recommendation? Is that
Mhm.
true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did her show
Wow.
last week in Westminster, which is, can you believe that there's a town named Westminster? It sounds positively British. It's like a sauce that they put on fries or something. I'll have some Westminster on that. That's what the town is. I'm like, or it sounds like something like it sounds like a Chef Ramsay thing, like oh, I don't bake my chicken, I Westminster it. I don't know. That's where we did the show. That's where we did the show. So
We have
it
a
was fun. It was a
Westminster.
great show.
We have a Westminster in Maryland, and it's very much in the same vein as the royal family because it's full of a bunch of incest there as well.
Be careful when you talk about the birds, please.
I might get Princess Diana, basically.
Mm. You might.
Well,
Hey, that.
Well, the thing about Westminster, I can spell it, not like Worcestershire. I can't.
Which you can't pronounce.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, for Worcestershire, sure.
Sure.
So,
Worcestershire.
just sure, Worcestershire. I'll have that sauce. That's the W thing. That's how I order it.
Mhm.
So it starts with a W. That's
Westminster
fine.
Abbey. Westminster Abbey. Great show. All right, Ian. So you're getting around. You're going to these places. What's your favorite place to perform in LA?
Let's see. I'd have to say, like, any show that like has a lot of energy is always fun. The one in Westminster was like that. I think in LA, my favorite ones were the ones that I did with Carol a couple times. I think we did a park show and one I saw last week. I really liked that show in Beverly Hills. What was it?
Attitude Lounge.
Attitude Lounge. Yeah,
Yes.
I really liked. That was a great show.
Thank
I loved
you.
that show. I paid $20 for latkes. That was wonderful. The parking was great. No, that was it was a great show. Anything, like Mike, every so often Mike Murturro will just show up out of the blue and it's guaranteed to go off the hinges. I'll tell Mike, hey, I'm here, and he goes, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes, and then just goes off the hinges. But yeah, so I would say that out of the last couple of weeks, that was my favorite show, that one. And then there was a show that I saw in Venice that I really liked, but that Luke performed at right before he went back to Canada. With Maria Bergera. That was good.
That's very sweet. And Carol, I got to get out to that Attitude Lounge and check out your show. It's Ian's favorite show in LA. So awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I got 2 more comics, but they both are invisible right now. Oh, there we go. Symply Courtney. Symply Courtney. You look like you're on a rooftop, or where are you?
Okay, so believe it or not, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I remember we were told to have a bar as a background. So I thought I would take it a step further and actually have a bar as my background. I don't even know if y'all can actually see that, but that's a real bar.
Wow.
I'm an overachiever. I'm an overachiever.
Show off.
Okay, I had to. I was laughing because they were like, "Here's some pictures." And I was like, maybe I'll just do it for mine. But I'm at work. I host a open mic I host a showcase on Tuesdays and open mic on Thursdays. And so I'm actually at the place where I host my showcase at. So I thought it would be kind of cool to just, I don't know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do,
Nice.
Cool. Cool.
So you can get
So
an
you're-
audience there.
You know what's funny? I had an audience earlier. I really could. I was thinking about walking up to the actual bar proper and doing like some comedy. I say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do a what is that called? They used to have them back in the day. Not a flash dance, a flash mob.
Gorilla.
No, gorilla comedies are good too, but no, flash mob stand-up comedy is not something you want to do to people that are inebriated.
If they're drunk, though.
You're right. You know, hey, maybe I should do it. Now that I think about it, it might be a new brand.
Wow. Well, if you want to do your set live in front of your audience, just I don't know. Maybe we can work it out. That sounds cool. Have somebody else hold your camera. So
That'd be cool. I have my tripod here, so I was gonna have it just sitting down. So it's whatever.
okay. Well, let's see how it works out. All right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank
Let's
you.
see. Tom Myers. Hi,
Nope, we already
Tom.
did Tom. We have Ed Smyth still.
Yeah, Ed.
Oh,
yeah,
they
Ed.
keep changing positions. Ed Smyth has no photo.
Oh,
That's
that's
my-
Ed Smyth, by the way, and he normally doesn't come on before the show. So sorry to interrupt, but he normally just comes on when he's performing.
Are you his
There
agent?
he is.
Did he come on? Okay, good.
There he is. You guys must know each other.
Yeah, me and Ed work together fairly often, so I try to look out for Ed when I can on these things. That's my dude.
All right. Ed's he's drinking from a coconut, it looks like. He's getting all refreshed for the show. He's getting refreshed and ready for the show.
Dive cave.
Very
It's a two-
excited.
It's a
Dive-
2 coconut minimum.
dive cave.
At the dive cave.
30,000 BC. Aww. That's what
Dive
dive bar
cave.
comedy was like back in the prehistoric era. So,
Like, if you want to see prehistoric dive bar comedy, just come to Cecil County, Maryland.
Oh.
Hilarious.
wow. So yeah, dive bar comedy. We're gonna hit the road and go out to all the dive bars around where our comics are. So maybe we'll visit you in Cecil, Maryland, right? And see the real dive bars. But I would rather go back to this cave bar. Cave bar.
Yeah.
What's going on here? We're gonna be like putting our flyer on the wall with cave pictures, drawing each other. Very interesting. All right. Well, Ed, you have anything you want to say to people before we start? Because if not, we're going to start the show. And that was the history of man. That was the history of early man as told by early man. Okay. So, all right, Mista See, I think that's it. So we can get started with the show.
Excellent. Let's just doing my numbers when I'm making a quick order. So good. All right. Great.
Somebody left.
No,
he's
You guys
still
just
there.
noticed?
When we
Somebody
reintroduce-
left one of our comics. What happened, Carol?
Oh, yeah, somebody did.
Oh,
Let's
maybe-
see, who was it? Who was it?
Ian.
It's Ian.
Oh,
out-
Ian.
out-
He probably lost
he's-
signal. He'll be
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
he's out in
the
Victorville, so
streets.
he has to run the hamster wheel again.
Oh boy.
Right, great. All right, so I got my little order here, I think, organized. We shall see how it goes. So great. All right. So it's time for the Dive Bar Comedy Show. Mista See the Enforcer, Poppy called a bad boy. That's right. Thanks to Miss Wild Joe, Miss Carol for always setting everything up. All I gotta do is show up fucked up and be stupid. It's so great. God, it's just like, black man, we don't do shit. That's what they tell us. I don't know. I'm gonna start smacking people though, step my weight up. You know, like Will Smith when I grow up. So anyway, we about to get into this show. We got 6 great comedians for you and whatnot. Of course, always check out this and anything we do with the Skit Bags crew, if you ever hear about that. And let's get this thing going. You guys ready to start the show? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah!
All right, so let's get right into it. I like this first man already. He's a man after my heart. As you can see, we got the unga bunga lifestyle in our hearts and whatnot. This man is a beast from the east like me. I'm from Philly, and he's probably from somewhere twice as dirty, because for God's sake, it's a goddamn caveman bar where he's at. So it's gotta be great. It's gotta be grimy. It's gotta be real, and it's gotta be natural. So are you ready for this guy? Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Ed? He's nice, mine.
Yay.
Love the donuts.
Oh, holiday, blah 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 blah. And then Holland, Oh no no dule dule. And then blah 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 blah. And then look at it. Oh, good good. Ah, oh, ha 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 ha. Me. Hola. Ah. Oh, oh. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. A round of applause. Proving that even an Ed can do it. Ed Smyth. Outstanding. Outstanding. And that's what I'm talking about. The Dial Bar Comedy Show. Educational, historical. This is like the fucking Discovery Channel of this shit. That's right. You just saw the evolution of true comedy right there. So all you people out there say, oh, I can't do it. Look at that. We can do it. It's beautiful. Excellent. Great. Another round of applause for the bad man Ed Smyth. Excellent job. Love that character. That's what I'm talking about. Our next guy coming up is Courtney. I don't know you're good there, Courtney. I wanted to make sure I knew you was working and whatnot. So you have the next guy coming up to the stage. I like this dude's name because I got a cousin back in Philly who I actually first started rapping and making music and actually creating with. I even got a song we made when we was little kids called Gumby. And I'm like to the old Cassie, it was like, get Gumby. And he used to play it and I would sing the song and all that shit. But his name was also this man's name. We called him Courtney Wart for short, but we want to show this man give him his full respect and give him his real name. Are you guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. His name starts out sounding simple, but there ain't nothing simple about the shit you about to hear. So let me get a clap for the man who don't play Symply Courtney.
Oh my God. Daryl, let me make sure I get the name right. Daryl, what was the name?
Carl, Mr.
Oh, Mr. C. Carl.
Mr. C skid bags. There we go. Bro, I love your energy. Thank you so much. Because doing these online shows, man, no disrespect, but sometimes the hosts are not good. And you are absolutely a treat. Thank you so much. Guys, how are y'all doing? Salutations and greetings from the great state of Texas. I'm here in Austin, live on the scene. I don't know why I sound like some kind of in the field reporter right now. I'm live and on the scene, but I am here outside. I don't want to say this is gentrification because there's still a few people that look like me walking through here, but we're all walking fast. That's all I'm saying. If the cops came, we'd all run. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm enjoying life. I'm getting used to being back out around people again. I will be honest, doing the online shows that slowly started coming to I don't want to say a close, but I've done less and less online shows and more in-person shows. And it's great. The thing that I didn't miss when we're talking about transitioning from online life to in-person life, I don't miss the smells. Is that just me? I didn't. I wasn't used to it. Like people having bad breath, you could look at a person on Zoom and never know that their breath stunk. You know what I'm saying? But you get up to them in person. I don't know if this is a sixth sense here or not, but I can look at people and go, that person's breath is going to stink when I get closer to them. And I'm almost right every time. It's weird. I don't think that's mean. I think that's just me kind of being proactive here. And so it gave me the excuse to just wear a mask around people. Even when we're all vaccinated, I still just wear a mask with a mint in my mask. So that way I don't have to smell the breath. It's so weird. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Y'all help me with this. This is a question. Can you just throw a mint in a person's mouth without their permission? Is that wrong?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Like they're just talking, and you ask them a question that you know is going to have an O in the answer, and you're like, "Hello," and they're like, "Hello."
Yeah.
Can you do that? You can't just do that. Let's see. So my real name is Courtney. I added the Symply part as a tribute to my kids. I have a little girl. Her name is Simone. Her name is spelled Symonne. I have a little boy. His name is Titan. His name is spelled Tytan. And then my first name on stage, anyways, is Symply, and it's spelled Symply. Now, if you notice, all three of us have a Y prominently featured where normally an I would be. And I tell people that is there to remind us of why we do what we do. I tell my kids all the time, you have to have a why. It doesn't matter who you're around. It matters why you're doing what you do. Guys, there's no joke there. It's just a black dad claiming his black kids outside of a tax office. When I tuck them in at night, I'm like, I W2. Mwah. Love my little deductions. It's been a really fun time. Like I said, coming back out and telling jokes. I used to do the Uber gig for a little while. I've kind of retired myself from driving Uber, which is a really fun way of saying I'm still poor, just not, I can't afford gas is what I'm saying. It was difficult being an Uber driver having the name Courtney because the Symply part is only when I'm on stage. When I'm off stage, I'm just plain old Courtney, or I guess in this case, I'm just regular Courtney. It was weird though because people wouldn't believe that I was really the name, that I was really Courtney. People would be confused. They'd like see me pull up, and the app would show them the name of their driver, and it would say your driver Courtney has arrived. And then I would be the person greeting them when they came to the car. And hell no, would be a classic response. I'd have people that sometimes they'd see me. Like I had a lady once come to the car. I greeted her. She looked at me. She looked at her phone, looked back at me, said nope, and closed the door in my face. That was a real thing. Messed up part, y'all. It wasn't just that the messed up part wasn't just that she did this to my face. It was the fact that she did this while it was raining outside. This lady chose to stand outside in the rain instead of riding with me. And I felt bad. I'll be honest. Mr. C. I felt bad for about 5 minutes. I'll be between me and you. I felt bad for about 5 minutes after this. The reason why it was only 5 minutes is because that's how long it took me to circle the block and splash her after she did this. You will not be making me feel bad in my car when there is a puddle danger close to you. No, we're not doing that. I love it because sometimes people, they pull back when they think that you just splashed the person. I was like, guys, it's okay. She's going to dry off at some point. Oh, man. Not the strangest reaction I ever got, though. One of the strangest reactions I ever got when I asked the car. I didn't ask the person. The person got in the car and I greeted him. I said, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to my car. I'm Courtney. Let's have a good ride. This person just responded, are you sure? That was a real thing. Yeah. Like I was kind of miffed by it because I was like, what do you mean by that? Am I sure? Of course I'm sure, right? But the weirdest thing was I started thinking, I know what they were implying by asking that question. They're implying that I stole the car and kept the job with the car that I stole. Yeah. I'm like, excuse me, what kind of car thievery have you been exposed to in your life where dudes are out here stealing cars and jobs at the same time, you know? Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Weirdest thing for me is I think about it all the time when I'm in the parking lot, and I guess Mr. C, me and you can talk about this for a split second. I have 1 minute to go. Do you ever see a person when you're in your car, they look at you when they get out of their car, and they immediately go back and lock the car door?
Mhm.
I think it's the weirdest thing when people do it to me when I'm already in my car. Like, I'm gonna jump out of my car and steal your car? Like, what are we, white elephanting out here? I'm trading gifts. I did this, and this is my last thing, and I'll go. A lady once, like, I got into a battle with a lady recently. She looked at me in the parking lot. She looked at me, and she immediately did her fob. This thing is called a fob. So she chirped. She did her fob. So me, kind of like as a battle of wills here, I did my fob because I thought my car was nicer than hers. And so she did hers. I did mine once more. And then finally, I turned my alarm on and threw my keys at her.
Yeah.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you establish dominance, and also how you get an assault charge. Because I hit her with the key too hard. That was a horrible way to end that joke. But hey, it's all good. I had fun. Thank you guys so much. Give me a split second. There we go. All right, we're good now. Guys, y'all have a safe and wonderful rest of your night. I've been Symply Courtney. Bye.
Yeah, that's right. Good job.
Yeah.
Symply Courtney, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's right. And if you ever do ride in Courtney's car, the real Courtney is in the trunk. Just like, man, it's not like you ain't washed this car in a minute. He's like, what? I'm driving. Well, I mean, hey, check the trunk, Jack. Can I put something in the trunk, Court? That's all right. But I like this situation. He's right about that parking lot stuff. I am 6'4". I have dreadlocks down to my buttocks, and I'm from Philadelphia. I will tell you one thing. Man, I could have 1,000 cash dollars in my hand, and it could be a homeless drunk lady pass me by, and she will snatch her homeless bags and purses to the side. Like,
very true.
Like, I'll be like, what the fuck? I will be in the suit, going to work, clean as fuck. Or I'll be in the suit, going to some shit looking clean as fuck, and I'll be walking down the street, and motherfuckers like, they act like, nah. See, what he gonna do is, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday in rush hour, he gonna just dial my ass, drag me to the bus, and break the fuck out of me. Now, I was thinking about doing that, but I changed my mind.
Yeah.
How dare they? That's the point. You know, Will Smith's fault now, not mine. That's a good thing. Blaming me for being scary. That's a good stuff. Another round of applause, everybody, for Symply Courtney.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. And actually, I got a homeboy down there. His name is Diego Morales. What's his name? Diego Morales. He's called Texas Chuckle. He does a lot of shows in Austin. So if you ever come across a short, lit dude named Diego, tell him you met some sauce in the city, homie named Mista See. He'll trip out.
Yes, sir. I definitely will.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get to our next comedian. And since we did mention Latino sounding names, now I think this guy is probably more Italian, like a nice car I used to want to buy. But I like him coming up anyway. He's also one of my brothers from the Rampart District. Gang, South Korea town. You know what I'm saying? We rap out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We eat motherfucking boba, dog, and smoke cigarettes while we drink water. Thug shit. You don't know nothing about it. LA. oh, that's not gangster to y'all? That's gangster to me. I'm from, I ain't shit. I don't got no colors and shit. All right. Before this, are you ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get up here. I like this dude once again. We're going to give him a name, just like the old song, Mickey, and let me get a clap for Miguel Fierro.
Oh my gosh! Well, give it up for Mista See. That's. I feel like I don't even deserve that. But thank you. I appreciate it. That was amazing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to top that, but how you guys doing? Is this a good Zoom room tonight?
Yeah.
Are you guys enjoying your rectangles? You guys having fun? It's nice to be here on Wild Joe's North Hollywood Squares. Let's party, guys.
Yeah.
I was dating this girl. She was really into gangster rap and witchcraft. That's right. She was the wicked witch of the West Side. Sorry, I haven't done that.
Oh boy.
I haven't done that joke since like 2005. That's what these Zoom shows are all about. Like, let's bring back that old joke, man. All right.
Hey.
And you know, and I'm not even stopping there because I'm working on some delicious hip hop vegetable platters. They're called Two Live Crudité. And
Yeah.
sorry, stop. This woman told me I'm a bear. She's like, Miguel, you're a bear. All that means is you're fat, but I'd fuck you. Okay, all right. Wow, I got quiet in this Zoom room. I'm sensing some doubt. I'm sensing some doubt. I'm a fan of Dr. Fauci. You guys like Dr. Fauci? Where's my Dr. Fauci fucking fans in there? Huh? Come on, guys, make some noise for Fauci. Right. I like Dr. Fauci because he's such a mix of things. You know, he's a little bit of hope. You know, he's a little bit of caution. You know, and he's a lot of doom. You know, he's like, you know, well, you know, you and your family are probably going to be safe to have a great Easter together. There's a 90 percentile chance you're going to have a great Memorial Day. But unfortunately, there's a 98% chance you're all going to die on 4th of July. So
Yeah.
there's an 85 percentile chance I won't do this joke again. But Vladimir Putin, more like Vladimir Putin. He's kind of angry, am I right? Okay. Like just when we were finishing with a fucking pandemic, now I got to worry about nuclear war. Thank you, Vladimir Putin. I appreciate it. You know.
Mhm.
But I feel like 2 years from now, I'll be like, you know, we're gonna be like, man, fuck, you know, we're just getting through this nuclear war. Now I got to worry about the alien invasion. You know. You know, and then 2 years from then, be like, man, you know, God, it's like. Can't believe we're just getting through this alien invasion, and now I got to do this Zoom show. Okay, all right, guys.
Rock bottom.
What did you say? Rock bottom?
Yeah.
I want you to do that after every one of my jokes. Just go, rock bottom.
Yeah.
Rock bottom. That would be fucking sweet. I used to have a roommate. I don't recommend it. I had one of those roommates who was you know, they say, you know, mellow, yellow, brown, flush it down. This guy was like mellow, yellow, brown, also mellow, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't, there was someone who laughed so loud, I think it made everything silent for a second. I'm gonna, at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. Anybody else here during the pandemic, did you guys masturbate with hand sanitizer? Am I the only one? Okay. All right. So I'm not bragging, but I've been in LA now for this is my 17th year anniversary of being in LA. Thank you. When I moved to LA, I was so fired up that I had a mantra, and my mantra was fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. I've been living for 12 years here in the Rampart district. My new mantra is who's shit in my doorway?
Yeah.
Who's shit in my doorway? Who's shit in my doorway? I mean, if you live, Mista See, if you live in this neighborhood, you know sometimes you see some things you wish you never saw, right? Like the other
I'm
day,
in the bathroom.
the other day I was walking. Okay, whatever that was. Is somebody taking a shit during my set or something? They dragging the laptop in. They're like, "Hey, I'm trying to take a dump. Can you keep it down with the comedy over there?" Like, hey, well, you know, if you don't mind, I'm trying to take a shit here too right now. So thank you. I was walking down Wilshire. I looked down an alley. I saw two homeless people having sex. Yeah. It was the most disgusting thing I have ever filmed, and I'll tell you guys. Have you ever seen that before? Two homeless people, you know, going at it. It's kind of like a nature video. It's pretty crazy. You know, it's happening in the wild for sure. You know, it's kind of crazy too, because like I couldn't tell which one was the man and which one was the other man, but it was just a lot of denim, leather, fur, beer cans, a tent. It was scary. It was scary, I think, what I'm trying to say. I try to be compassionate about homeless people, though, you know, because I used to live in Hollywood, a lot of homeless people there. I was walking down the street, as I often am in my jokes, and a homeless person came up to me, and he was drunk right up in my face, like this close. He's like, "Hey, buddy,
can I bother you for a quarter? I was like, dude, you're bothering me for free. But you know what? I will take a quarter because I love change. Then we laughed and hugged till he bit me. But you know what? I felt like I'd made a friend. You know. Anybody else here? Anybody? Any conspiracy theorists? I'm so old now. I'm still buying into 3G conspiracies. You know. These are current jokes, guys. These are the current jokes. I have a friend. He changed his gender, but he also put on a lot of weight. Now we call her trans fat. Okay. Check the math on that joke. Nobody should be offended. All right. Whenever I'm going through a difficult time, I always remember what my great grandfather Jebediah One-Eye Elon Musk Fierro told me. That was his name. It's a weird name. And he said to me, he said, Miguel, just remember, whenever you're going through a difficult time, one door closes, now you're trapped. And I don't think that's a big enough laugh for me to leave on. How about that crypto? You guys doing that crypto? A friend of mine, he's like, Miguel, you should totally get into crypto, man. He's like, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it, because you should, try Cardano, try Solana, just try regular Bitcoin, And I said, you know what, that sounds pretty cool. Let me see if I can go get some regular money first. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
This has been the best I've ever done at anything. I want to thank my mom for not watching. Thank you guys. I've been Miguel Fierro. Have a great night, everybody.
Round of applause for Miguel Fierro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ain't never been to the South Koreatown, Rampart District, MacArthur Park area, my man Miguel, aka Big Miggy, he hit his head on the money. Now, Miggy, I'm not gonna lie to you. My third year here back in 2011, I was really drunk one night and I couldn't make it back to my apartment, right? It was a really nice doorway.
Yeah.
Let's just say shit went down.
Yeah, no. Hey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. It was there for the next 4 years. I just kept walking by like.
Wow. I think I was the guy handing out towels and mints on that doorway. But I appreciate you tipping. That was a good.
I was like, God, I would pass it for years. I was like, okay, eventually. I think it probably went away a couple years ago. I was like, all right, take this dirty shit, man.
Yeah, dude, the fucking struggle is real. You know what I'm saying?
The alcohol, and you drunk, and your stomach didn't know it wasn't ready. My stomach was Chris Rock mode. It wasn't ready.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So anyway, round of applause, everybody, for Miguel Fierro. That's right. And homeless people stop asking me for money. I live down here. I'm broke too. P.S. I'm sick of that shit. Ask somebody in a nice car. Somebody who can afford gas. Ask that motherfucker for money. All right. Ooh, all right. So we're going to get to our next comedian now. I always like to try to split it up, boy, girl, but we only had one pair of inner and outer lips here tonight. So I figure I'd stick it right in the middle like any good porno film. You got to have it in the middle. She is the lady of ladies. She's also from across the pond, so her morality is questionable. So she definitely belongs in the middle. Some people say, oh, I don't want to get COVID. She's like, no, I'm staying healthy. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chain smoke 4 packs of cigarettes tonight so I can relate to people who got it. And that's the kind of lady we got here tonight. Are you guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so let me get a clap for the lady that's the bomber mama from across the pond, Miss Caroline Langford.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself. I've been married many times, and there's a weird coincidence, though, because they all died. Like, number one, the first husband, he cut himself badly. I mean, with this huge knife right into his heart. Number 2 fell down the stairs. Number 3, well, I think he might have eaten something that disagreed with him. It was all frothing blood from the mouth.
Oh, wow.
And number 4, now this is a very weird situation. Somehow he found himself in bits in my deep freeze. Now, number 5, well, I'm still married to him, but I'm just waiting for him to get his affairs in order. Truth is, it's really boring day in and day out with the same person. I mean, you know, every evening, every night, it's the same thing, routine. You know, brush my teeth, take off my makeup, put a muzzle on the husband, and then call the suicide hotline to see who snuffed it and see if, you know, if I was betting right or not. Well, that one failed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what I wanted to say is, you know, with all that's going on, at least we have good weather here in Los Angeles. And I do love to go out into the sunshine, into the fresh air. Yeah, and maybe like, you know, you would go to a park. And maybe you'd go to a dog park, play with the doggies, throw a frisbee, get peed on by Mr. Johnson, who should be wearing adult diapers. So maybe you slap him round the face and then they call the cops. And then maybe you get arrested for elder abuse. And then maybe you end up in a cell with a woman called Moira who's attracted to you because you smell of urine. And then maybe it makes you start questioning your sexuality and the whole meaning of life. Nice.
Maybe.
Out in the fresh air, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'll tell you something that I can't stand. It just irks me. And that is buying presents for old people. Because, come on, let's face it. It's a waste of money. They could snuff it at any minute. Can you agree? I mean, really. I was at this funeral. And I said to the girl, I said, your grandma, what a lovely woman she was. But I wonder if I could get back the scarf I just gave her because there's a 30-day return policy in the store. She said, but I've just buried grandma in it. And I was like, she's right there. Can't you just pop the lid and get it out? Anyway, I took the scarf back to the store and they refused to refund me my money. They said it smelled like someone had died in it. You see my point? Now, let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I just did that joke 2 weeks ago, live, and they were roaring with laughter. Yawning, and everyone's like, I don't bloody well know what I'm going to do now because everything I did then worked, and now tonight it's not. Well, okay. What else can I talk about? I can talk about what my husband likes. The only thing he likes, actually, and the only thing I'm prepared for him to do is not annoy me. So I put him in front of the television and I put on his favorite channel. Porn for old people. Oh, you know that channel, don't you? Yeah. Anyway, he loves it. He says it's got all his favorites there. You know, like Gang Bang in the Nursing Home Part 3. And that doesn't get a fucking laugh. Jesus.
Yeah.
Part 2 is a funnier film.
Well, you were in part
Oh.
2. You were in part 2. I remember you. And then they've got that famous one from the 70s. I'm sure you'll remember. What was it called? Deep
Throat.
Catheter. Yes, that's the one. And his favorite of all is Debbie Does Life Alert. You know the one where the man falls down and he shouts, "I've fallen and I can't get it up." Debbie, and you know the rest. Anyway, that was it for me tonight. So have a lovely evening. Bye.
Yay!
Applause to Caroline Langford. That's what I'm talking about. All right. See, Dollar Bar Comedy, and she's hitting right on all the marks and whatnot. First of all, I didn't realize this, but about a few years ago, so I'm 40-something now, so my parents and them, they on their 70s now, so I don't really buy them shit that actually has a warranty that's like longer than 10 years.
Exactly.
That's kind of fucked up. I didn't think about that. I just give them like flowers or money or food. But I didn't realize I was consciously doing it. I think I'm preparing for their death. That was cute. We should all just cry for a minute.
Carol, I think that the screen is stuck on Caroline.
Why not? There's nothing wrong in that. You can like, hang on.
But anyway. And also, she reminded me of another thing because she actually looks like one of the ladies I saw last night on Pornhub. I got a new thing I'm into, and it's older women I'd like to fuck. So I'm like looking up like 80-year-old chicks. No, bro, I'm not bullshit. Yeah, I'm like walking around LA.
Kill you if you were
looking at
looking
skinny old models. Like, yo, I would nail this old broad, dog. I swear to God. So nothing wrong with old people having sex. I'm trying to bang an old chick, so that's pretty cool. So round of applause again for Caroline Langford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two more coming. Carol, was Carol going at all?
I
Oh,
don't think
no.
we have time for Mayor Carol.
Okay. I'll just make sure. All right, I'll organize without it. I just want to make sure. Okay, so we got two more then coming up to the stage.
I do have one new joke that I did want to say, actually.
Yeah. Well, fine.
Yeah, I had this thing that happened at work the other day. I went in and they provide bread and oatmeal and this and that at work. And so here's the thing. Who is this psychopath? Who is this monster? It takes the heel off the bread from the get-go. What the hell? I'm like, who does that? Who does that? You know what? I figured it out. It's that same person that puts the milk back in the fucking refrigerator with 3 ounces of milk in there. All right, that's all I had to say.
Back to back Carols. Caroline and Carol. Round of applause for the hardest working ladies in the game who have inner and outer lips. Woo! God. Inner and outer lips sound pretty cool. It makes women sound alien-like. It's like, because you figure something might come out and bite you, because it's just like an inner, I'm just saying. I used to be an encyclopedia. I used to be looking at that shit like, I'm never having sex until I had sex. And I was like, okay, I really like this.
Yeah.
I need more lips in my life. That's all right. So you guys ready for this next comedian, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so the next guy coming to the stage. Ooh, I like him. He was talking about some really cool stuff. He did a show recently in a place called Westminster and whatnot, which is a place that they cannot possibly be more than 3 black people. So his stuff had to kill, or they had killed him. He'd be like, yeah, I'll be hanging with the brothers. They'd be like, get the torches. But nothing good. He made it back. He's safe and he's about to tear it down. I also like his name because a guy with a name like him, he's smart. He gotta be. Dr. Ian, Professor Ian, Mr. Ian. Hey guys, we got a fucking problem. Who we did? Where's fucking Ian? Guy sounds like he's just made the fucking fix shit. So if you ever have any problems, find this man because his comedy helps you find yourself. Can I get one more? Clap, 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 clap for Ian.
Oh my God.
Lasky.
I love that intro. That was like the most amazing thing ever. I just love that. I want another one of the. I just don't want to do my comedy. I want to hear you talk about me. No, because I just think everybody should have someone in their lives that that loves me as much as you do. I think. No, it's I think it's great. I mean, like, I'm married and I'm getting hard already with your intro. I'm not saying that I would cheat on my wife or anything, but but if it relates to stage time, I might. So no. So yeah, no, it's the funniest thing on the planet. Here's the thing. Yeah, he's right. I'm smart. I've got all these degrees. I've got a ton of degrees. I've got like 2 master's degrees, a bachelor's degree, and just some other stuff that like associate's crap that nobody cares about. Like, I mean, I teach at a community college, and it's worthless. No, I'm kidding. It's here's the thing: is I've been like I started college because I wanted to be an actor, and then I decided I wanted to make some money. So I majored in this computer science, which is a very expensive, very rigorous kind of degree. And then I decided I love programming. I hate working for computer companies. So I decided to teach, until I figured it out. And here's the thing is that I got 2 master's degrees and I'm making $100 a day as a teacher. That's nobody should ever go to me as a success icon. I mean, like, here, I owe $300,000 to the government and I make $100 a day. And this is my second profession. It's like, because with your first profession, you got to go, I'm a CEO. I make 200,000 a year. I should just make some more money. No, I slimmed down. I went from like 120,000 a year to 30. It's like, it's the weirdest thing on the planet. Here's the funny thing is I thought that with all of my knowledge and degrees, I could walk into and be a substitute at a grade school. I started on the ground floor. I substitute at a grade school. And all these, like, there's not a whole lot of men there and all the women would accept me. No, that's not what happened. They're all like, and we built this business so that, that we could get away from you CEO types. You go back to your ivory tower, you jerk. I mean, that's how and they're catty too. Like, when I walk in for my assignment, they're like, you're in room 27. Do you need directions? Yeah, I need a lot of direction. I have 2 master's degrees. I'm making $100 a day doing like pretty much, looking after someone's kids for free. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. I need tons of direction. I'm sitting here, walking under like a forest tree, going past an alien while walking down the primrose path to make to 30 kids that don't care if I exist or not. Yeah, I need directions. Oh my god. Oh my god. I quit though after in 2016 because I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the like the jokes changed from 2015 when Obama was president to when Trump was president. It was like you're so stupid, your mom needs therapy, right? In 2015. In 2016, it was you're so stupid, your mama needs Obamacare. I was like, you not even know what Obamacare is. It's this wonderful program where you can get medical. Yeah, I can't. I couldn't relate anymore. So I finally got Riverside City College interested in what I do. So I'm a college professor now.
Woo!
And I was like, how much money does a college professor make? And they're like, how much do I get an hour? And they're like, oh, it's easy. It's $75 an hour. And I was like, $75? Are you serious? I'm making $75 an hour? Oh, this is cool. What's my title? Adjunct. Wasn't that like a fancy word meaning useless? No. It's just it just means on the side. So what you're saying is I'm the side salad of teaching right now. Everyone's going to do my work because the Caesar salad says so, with yeah, I like to dress up my assignments, with anchovies. No, it's the weirdest thing on the planet. Like I go, okay, well, so how many hours do I get? They just look at me like, are you crazy? 2. That's how many hours you get. 2. So I'm making $150. 2. Twice a week. Whether I need it or not. I was working 5 days a week at 12 hours for the $100. I was like, I'm actually jealous of McDonald's workers because they make $17 an hour. And with like a 21 with a sign-on bonus with insurance. I don't have any insurance, and I'm teaching your kids. Isn't that crazy? I'm Ian Lasky. Thank you so much.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The future of America.
Essence of our comedy. It's one of the last places of truth. Comedy is one of the last places we can talk about it all and whatnot. And I mean, he just broke down America to you right now. I'm 80 years old, can't get a job doing what I went to school to go do. You know what I mean? I'm kind of jealous of people that didn't go to college and like just got like a shitty regular job at McDonald's.
I know. I was like, it was like, have you ever had like a regret from a big purchase, like a car? That's what going to college is like.
Yes. 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 But the good thing about it is, since I'm from Philly, they ain't getting that shit until my hands are dead and cold. I'm not fucking playing. I will buy a fucking $1 million mansion in $1 bills before I pay that goddamn shit. Nothing's going to my bank account, bitch. Fuck that. Great, great, great. So now round of applause, everybody, for Ian Lasky. The future. That's right. He believes the children are the future. So you better work with him. So we got one more comedian come to the stage, our final comedian and our closing for the evening. You guys ready to shut it down with this last comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this last comedian, I like this comedian. This comedian is from what we call Baby Philly when we're in Philly, but the people from this city get mad when they say it. But we call it Baby Philly because it's small, it's dirty, smells like piss, a lot of heroin, and way too many black people. So this guy is from a really badass place. You should have searched him because I'm sure he's armed in here right now. But luckily, we're on the internet. I'm still concerned because this is where he's from. You guys ready to get it down? Because a man like this from a city like that, he got a normal sounding name. But I think in his block, they call him Mama. They be like, yo, where Mama at? Hey, yo, Mama. You know Mama slapped the shit out of that bitch the other day. Because he just where he from. I'm just saying. I don't know. But you guys ready to get it down with some bad brown comedy? Can I get it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's pretty cool. He's like the TM and his shit is trademarked. So don't you steal his shit. And let me get a clap, 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 clap for Tom Meyer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I am from a place called Maryland. Our area is known as the DMV, which stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It's a little confusing everywhere else because DMV stands for Department of Motor Vehicles. So it's quite ironic that in our DMV, nobody knows how to fucking drive. It's really interesting. In Maryland, more accidents are caused by distracted driving. Found that out recently. And most distracted driving cases are people going on their Waze app to report the previous accidents cleared up. All right, that struck a nerve with some people. All righty, all right. I don't use Waze anymore because of that, asshole.
Wow.
They get like Waze flashbacks all of a sudden, like flashbacks. Is that how that shit works or something? Now I apologize in advance. I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. My neighbor was arrested this morning. He was arrested for improper use of an aerosolized disinfectant. Turns out it couldn't cover up the smell of the dead bodies in his basement. But at least now we know what happened to his wife and kids. In my neighborhood, there's a sign that says senior citizen crossing. That's a stupid sign to put up. Senior citizens do a lot less damage to the front of your car than deer. So I'm told. I have a cat. I have a cat. He's getting up there in age. He's 16 years old. And having a cat at that age is a bit like having an uninhibited roommate who, after he goes to the bathroom, wipes his butt on your carpet and leaves a skid mark. And then is proud to display to you that his butthole is an Audi.
Nice.
I just call him a cat. I don't call him an emotional support pet. I think that's a stupid name. Like they used to be called seeing eye dogs. Like I could understand getting rid of that term. Then they were called service dogs, which I thought was a pretty cool name. And then all of a sudden they changed them to emotional support dogs. People say, what do you do with an emotional support dog? And I say, same as any other dog. Depends on how drunk you get. Jeff Bezos was in the news recently. Everybody was giving him shit because that penis-shaped rocket of his only stayed up for 11 minutes. I can tell you with my significant other, like 11 minutes is more than enough for us guys. All right. And the only reason I lasted that long is because I was fantasizing about our best friend. To be fair, though, he was a lot nicer to me. Listen, I've got 3 minutes left and this shit just keeps getting darker and darker. So I hope you guys watch. I used to love computer lab when I was in school. I was in elementary school because we got to play a game called Oregon Trail. I don't know if anybody my age remembers that game, but Oregon Trail, here's this the objective of the game Oregon Trail. You gather a family, you gather supplies, and you go to Oregon. That's the game. It was before Xbox sue me, okay? But you kind of got ripped off playing Oregon Trail because there are no cool ways to die. Like you play Fortnite or Call of Duty, you can get blown to smithereens by an enemy fighter. That's pretty cool. You play Oregon Trail, you die of typhoid and dysentery.
Yep.
Like today's kids, they get to go out in a blaze of glory. My generation, in our video games, you died of contaminated food and bloody diarrhea. But once we got into middle school, we weren't allowed to play computer games anymore. Oh no, all our programs had to be educational. And this one program, educational program, we were learning about mammals. And this is a pretty cool program where you pull up a page on a particular mammal, you click on the name of the mammal, and it tells you how to pronounce it. Pretty good concept, right? Except they had a donkey in this program, but they didn't call it a donkey. They called it an ass. Also, did you know that there is a mammal called a dick?
What?
It's true. It's a species of antelope that resides primarily like in Africa. So you get like 30 public middle schoolers in one library. They go ass, dick, ass, dick, ass, dick, ass, dick, ass, dick, ass, dick. We were the first and last class to ever use that fucking program because we started incorporating into our conversations, like, hey, Principal Bauer can suck my dick. Hey, Jenny Ramirez in math class, she has a nice ass. Hey, this is before Me Too, and we were a bunch of horny middle schoolers, all right? At least I was. I used to redecorate my bedroom ceiling. Yeah, my mom would come in and be like, Tom, do you have a lava lamp on in here? I'm like, it's not a lava lamp, dick. Yeah. Now get off my ass. Yeah. But I've been doing comedy for a long time, and it's weird because I now run shows live and on Zoom. And it's really weird when you do these Zoom shows because I'll get a lot of younger comics who ask me long after their times, like, do I have time to do one more joke? I'm like, you didn't tell any jokes for the last 5 minutes, so fuck off. No. Also, I'll get comics, like younger comics who don't know anything about comedy trying to give me advice. I'm like, dude, I was writing jokes when your parents were thinking about Plan B-ing your ass, all right?
Yeah.
I was mastering proper joke structure when your dad was chasing your mom with a coat hanger, all right? Trust me, when I tell you, I know a little bit more about comedy than you do, okay? But some younger comics, they'll often text me, ask me for advice. This one comic texted me the other day. He said, hey, Tom, what's the quickest way to become famous as a comedian? And I said, say something racist or get accused of sexual assault. What do you expect me to say? Write jokes? No, fuck that shit.
Right.
Not in 2022, you can't. But I find that the longer I do comedy, the more I can relate to female comics. You know, I can sympathize with them. Because like most female comics, I too am the target of a bunch of racist white incels who talk shit about me on their podcasts. But unlike most female comics, I don't get unsolicited dick pics in my inbox
Right.
because I ask for them. And that's my time. Thank you so much. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
Nice. Round of applause for Tom Myers, the Prince of Darkness. That's what I'm talking about. That is classic bar comedy. Our guy GT would have loved you, man. He loves them filthy like you, boy. That's his favorite kind. And that's what bar comedy is all about. I'm just gonna do like a quick little 16-bar rap, old one, something fast. And then Miss Wild Joe's gonna get us out here and tell us where he goes. So round of applause for all of our comedians, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
And, I'll do a quick rap because you know when we tell people they man, oh, you can rap. Why don't you rap right now? I'm like, all right, motherfucking Rolodex. Oh. From Earth to space, I murk this case. Ability, agility, I get real with thee. I kill a flea rapper, but good written in the free slapper. I cut you down by the knee stature. Knuckles call me Ramen G catching. Cause I'm out there looking for every brother tripping. Got my kitties and my cousin steady on the dipping. Mama, baby, daddy flipping. Where my buddy flicking. On some shoes instead of chicken. Yeah, the closest finger licking, but the rivers on the poking. And friends is always joking about his mama coking, about his papa out there on the loking. And while his family line is broken, yo, TJ got shit to say to me today. Well, not today anyway. Wonder why my mind is on the sway. Lost in the land of better hole, where I get a sweater in the cold. Live till I'm super duper old, raising all these little kitties in my fucking mold. Yeah, that's bar comedy. Wild Joe, tell us where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. C. Wow. It's this always brings me back to our pandemic days when we were stuck at home. But we've been having so much fun out and about. And Mr. C, thanks for the awesome intros that you always give everybody. Because that's one of the best parts of our show.
Oh, is that the trouble?
I got the little ones coming back. So
It's like a Gremlins movie. You know when a little
Oh,
monster
God.
in the background giggling?
So I gotta go.
Oh, shit.
The sound is starting, the background noise. But check us out, Dive Bar Comedy, anywhere you are, wherever you watch podcasts or wherever you are on social media. Just search the words Dive Bar Comedy and you should be able to find us, or divebarcomedy.com. So thanks to all our comics, and we hope to see you again. Or if you're in LA, come to a real life show. All right, people.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Bye, Carol.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next
Okay.
time.
Thank you, Miss C. Good
Good show,
night, everybody.
everybody.
Peace out. Lots of love, everybody.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.